Yes, I'm here to talk about certain parameters about global businesses. Yes, the word business here, when I say, I'm sure people are going to open up their minds and ears aloud. The word itself, it's so heavy. When I say business, it's a serious business. Yes, when we travel across the globe, let it be through the seven continents or any nation across the world, we find people either manufacturing something or they're into services, or you could say they're a hybrid version of it. That means they're into manufacturing as well as they're giving services. So, here, during this streamline of manufacturing, services, or doing both, there lies certain sectors. What are those sectors? Let it be a public sector or let it be a private sector. Or, of course, again, a third sector again. When I say public sector, what do I say? It's completely owned by a government. It could be of any nation. You go to any continent, any country, a government owns different companies, which we call it as the public sector companies. Similarly, the private sector. What exactly in private sector? Private sector are those companies completely owned by individuals or the directors. So why am I trying to discuss these things with you? I am here to explain the gap between the standard practices and what exactly the entrepreneurs or the business owners practice. After traveling globally to different countries, training different people, consulting different people in different domains, in coming up with your hospitality, in coming up with your electronics, electrical, constructions, business consultations, and so on, I have learned different kind of gap analysis which we entrepreneurs, founders, chairmen, or anyone who's dreaming to come into business these days. Number one is we always deviate from our vision. When you go on a website of every organization, there's a beautiful vision written there, there's a beautiful mission written there, and also great values being mentioned. But the big question lies there is, are we on that vision and mission? But the answer is, we all have deviated from that. Why do we have deviated from that? We have been deviated because we are not able to fill the gaps. What are those gaps? The gaps is the standard practices. What kind of practices? Every business owner feels, I'm going to recruit an experienced marketing person. I'm going to recruit an experienced HR. I'm going to recruit a top level most salesperson and I'm going to succeed. What I'm telling here is a secondary part of it. But you as a founder, as an entrepreneur, do you have sufficient knowledge? Do you have sufficient analysis power with you so that you can carry your brand, your service, or any kind of a product in the market? Yes, what lacks today is the simultaneous engineering. I'm going to use certain kind of technical terms which you need to understand in deep what exactly simultaneous engineering means. Simultaneous engineering means wherein I am trying to integrate my different departments, my different department knowledges, my different department expertise into one to meet my vision. But today, we do not simultaneously integrate with each other. The reason being, again, the business egos, again, the different kinds of challenges, you could say behavioral disagreements between people. That is where there lies a gap. So what here I'm going to tell you is how exactly you can fill that gap and get to do a good gap analysis and strictly stick on to your vision and the mission of your organization. Yes, your organization vision is different, but the departments that you make, but the business that you make, the vision of that is different. How do you get that into a mainstream line? Is what is the real hustle within your organization which you people feel. Many people say, my product is not good, my quality is not good, my things are different, that's the reason my product is not working. Believe me, any kind of a product you make it, let it be of any class or a standard, there is a particular customer to buy that. But what really you hustle in the organization is, you are not able to identify the gap. And how will you not be able to identify the gap? When you are lacking the right knowledge. The knowledge about supply chain, the knowledge about right logistics, the knowledge about recruiting right human resource, the knowledge about understanding what is the need of the customer. So in this area, it's very important that you cope up to work on by developing in getting the right gap analysis being done. See, every company has their own practices, but the global standard practices are different. So what you need to do exactly is you need to develop in gaining more knowledge about meeting your work standards to the global standards. When yes, your knowledge and your product is meeting to that global standard, that is where you fill the gap. So when we talk about chain structures, the business structures, pre-pandemic means before pandemic, the structures or the business strategies that were are not same now. The post-pandemic, the business strategies, the way of doing business, the nature of business, the product, the customer demand, the needs, what the globalization needs has totally been changed. But yes, many of our entrepreneurs, the business owners, and of course, many people who are planning to get into business are still sticking to those conventional methods. Means I'm going to stick on to still print medias, I'm going to get into distribution of pamphlets, I'm going to give handbills, I'm going to do mouth marketing. Yes, these were certain conventional methods. But those things have gone a bit advanced more than that. Okay? I'll not talk about anything related to technology here or give you some knowledge about that. But yes, I'm going to pull you towards the right requirement of business strategies. Strategy and strategy, everyone's talking about a strategy. But do you really have that strategy which is meeting your customer demand and customer need? That is where you need to completely study about. So customer demand is different. Customer need is different. So unless and until you are not fulfilling what the customer needs, then that is where you're failing as an entrepreneur. And hence, the customer requirements are always, number one, very customized. And fulfilling that customized in the right way is what you need to do. So this is what I have learned throughout my journey as an experience in dealing with different products in different people and different business owners throughout the world. And that's what made me establish these brands. So today we look into restaurant, there is a brand. Today we look into different cafeterias, there is a brand. And that is how significantly I created interrelated brands in this journey. So what I say every organization owner or a business owner is, you hustle, not hustle with your financial problems, not with your human resource related problems. See, every organization has 4 resources, which we call it as the 4 M's: the man, machine, material, and money. If you maintain your man, if you maintain your machine, your material and money into your enterprise, that is how successful you maintain your resources. And once you maintain your resources, then your hustle is not going to be so aggressive or so difficult. So you can easily meet your all the milestones. Thank you, everyone.